Good afternoon, good evening. Thanks Teresa, and thanks to all the organizers for getting us together to launch, kickstart the Filipino Heritage Month celebrations here. I know because we will be celebrating the Filipino Heritage Month at Albert Campbell Square on June 1st also. Before I go, I would just like to take a moment to offer condolences to all those innocent lives who were lost yesterday in New Zealand. It's an act of terrorism, an attack on, and I think what we all call it Islamophobia. I think we all need to stand together to fight this hatred, not just here in Canada, but across the world. We need to lean against each other, support our friends and neighbors around us in this moment. Tomorrow at Albert Campbell Square at 6 p.m. I have organized a multi-faith vigil, so everyone is welcome. Hope you can join to pay your respect to the innocent lives lost in New Zealand. We need to show our support to the friends and families in New Zealand and to the Muslim community across the world. Thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here with you as we count down to June and the first official celebration of Filipino Heritage Month across Canada, from coast to coast to coast, including right here in Scarborough. I'm looking forward to a month of celebrations with the Filipino community as we celebrate Filipino culture, Filipino art, Filipino food, and the achievements of so many great Canadians of Filipino heritage who are making a difference here in Canada. I would like to thank all the members of the community who are stepping up to make this event their own by organizing events and celebrations, big or small. This is a celebration for and by the community, and we are all here to support the community. A Member of Parliament only has one opportunity every 4 years to pass what's called a private member's bill or a motion. And I was proud to dedicate my one opportunity to achieve this important recognition for a community that has given so much to Canada. I am proud to represent a very vibrant and thriving Filipino community in Scarborough, and I knew how important this recognition was to each and every one from the Filipino community. I couldn't possibly thank everyone who helped us pass this motion unanimously in Parliament. Back in January 2018, when I presented this, I started talking with the community leaders, with all the organizations, with all the grassroots people, and it was like such a warm welcome and support I got. They started talking to their members of Parliament in their respective ridings, started signing petitions. Thousands of people signed petition asking the members of Parliament to support that. Thank you to all of you for that. Without your support, we couldn't have done it. As I went along this journey, I was amazed to learn just how strong the Filipino presence is across Canada, from Nunavut and northern BC to Atlantic Canada and all points in between. I don't need to tell you why this recognition is so deserved, and we all know it is a recognition that is long overdue. So instead, let's just say thank you for choosing Canada and making us a better country. Thank you for being our doctors and nurses, our caregivers, being there for the families, whether they need nannies for their children or support for their elderly parents. You have always been there and will always be there. And I'm very proud to tell you, like you must have seen, that we have made a lot of changes to the caregiver program also, which was another important issue which I've been hearing for last 3.5 years. So I'm sure you will welcome the new changes to that program also. In addition to caregivers, you are our chefs, our athletes, our garment workers, our politicians, our business owners, and we have an example of FV Foods here. It's an important thriving business in the community of Scarborough and across Toronto. And of course, our family members, our friends, our neighbors. And I want to tell you one thing, my neighbors on the right and neighbors on the left are both Filipino. So, so first thing, when I walk out of my house, when I am in Toronto, I meet the Filipino communities, my neighbors on the left, they have 3 young girls, and I see their grandmother walking the girls to the school. So my day starts with the Filipino community. I chat with those young girls as they go to school, and then I go off to work. So I am like a good neighbor with the Filipino community. So I hope all of you will have great celebrations. 2019, it is a very special year in 2 ways for all of us, because it will be the 70th anniversary of the diplomatic relationship between Canada and Philippines, and we will be celebrating Filipino Heritage Month from coast to coast to coast for the first time here in Canada. So let's make it even more special. Let's celebrate it in a great way. Let's get all the community together, and I'm sure all of you will have a great time, and I will see you along the way in the month of June here in Scarborough and across Canada. I think many of you are traveling. I had a group here from Winnipeg at my office. They took my interview today. So I think the excitement is there. Let's take use of that and celebrate it in a Canadian way. So happy Filipino Heritage Month to all of you. I'm proud to call you my friends. June is your month, and I look forward to celebrating with you all. Mabuhay Canada, Mabuhay Philippines.
Simply